now to Get Cooking. We are in Suzanne Clark's kitchen, which is home to Living a Creative Life, and we are making chicken soup in less than 15 minutes, or as Suzanne says, faster than you can go through the drive-thru.
Absolutely. And you know, this is my whole family's one of their absolute favorite recipes. They'd rather have this than drive-through because it's so delicious.
I'm hungry just thinking about it. So this is a super easy chicken soup. Where do we start? Well,
first we have to start with about 4 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to put this into a stainless steel pot here. And then we're going to add all of our hard vegetables, or we also call this a mirepoix, but this is celery, and this is all diced, and we have some carrots, and we have some onions. That's about 1/2 cup of each. You know, if you really want a shortcut, they sell these all at the grocery stores now, already pre-cut up.
I know, they make it so easy for us now.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and saute this on the stove for about 4 minutes until, you know, they start getting a little color and they start to soften. They do not have to be all the way cooked. We're just gonna start the cooking.
So this is about 4 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we're gonna add our garlic. We're adding it after the 4 minutes because we don't wanna burn the garlic. If you add it too early, you're gonna burn that garlic. So I'm going to add that, and then this is what elevates this recipe.
You said this is a secret here.
It is so good. These are so convenient.
These are what? They're a paste.
It's a paste, and this is lemongrass, and this is ginger. And that's what's going to make this feel really fancy, and it tastes really good.
How much do you put in?
About a tablespoon of each. Do you want to put a tablespoon in for me?
Sure.
So now this is our flavoring.
If you add too much or too little, does it matter?
No, you know what? It's really to taste. I'm saying a tablespoon is a guideline, but you know, all recipes are guidelines, and you know, add what you'd like to do it. I'm also going to add my mushrooms to this.
And you're adding that later because you don't want them overcooked.
Exactly. So we're going to let this cook for an additional 2 minutes. Once that's done, we are going to add just our store-bought chicken stock here. And then, Destry, would you like to add some chicken?
Are you adding that at the same time as the stock?
Yes.
And you bought, like, just for this, you bought a rotisserie chicken and you just cut it up?
Yes. Or, you know what?
Or tear it up.
Yeah, and if I had leftover chicken from the night before, I baked a chicken or grilled it, that's fine too.
All right.
And
so we're going to pour that in.
Put that in there. And then we are going to bring this to a boil. Once this comes to a boil, we are just going to...
No, this is interesting because I'm thinking normal chicken soup and then...
It takes hours normally, right?
Yeah, but then you put
flavor.
Wontons. What are these?
Well, I buy these frozen and we love these. And they're just like little mini wontons. You could also use chicken or cheese tortellinis, or even the little pot stickers that they have, the Oriental pot stickers. And whatever the directions say, if it says to cook them for 8 minutes, that's as long as we're going to let this boil. When it's boiled, it's done and ready to go.
Love it. Then you're done. You have chicken soup. And just to elevate it a little much, you want to make some rice crackers to go with it. Here's the final soup.
Yeah. And just so you know, for the fun little garnish, what I like to do, because it gives it a little crunch, is I put a little bit of a coleslaw mix, sprinkle that on there with some fresh cilantro.
And that's what it looks like right there.
Yeah, it's so delicious.
How delicious is that? Now, again, we're going to add the crackers. So you have a recipe for this on your website.
Yes, I believe it's only 5 ingredients. This is so darn quick. You put all of your ingredients in a food processor, and honestly, within 2 minutes, as soon as you push that, the dough is formed. You take it out. You don't have to let it chill or rest. You just take it out, put it on a floured surface, and start rolling it out. Now, this is my fun little twist to kind of tie in with the Asian flavors. I like to add the sesame seeds. So we're just going to add the sesame seeds. They could be black sesame seeds if you'd like to too.
Okay, and then you just toss them on there, and then you said you have to roll them in.
Yes, because otherwise they're just going to fall out. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I didn't want to put the sesame seeds in the food processor because they kind of be pulverized, and also they're going to get nice and golden brown. So now, this is the fun part. Your kids can help you. We're just going to cut squares, and there's really no right or wrong way to do this. But we're just going to cut into little, you know, cracker-sized squares. And then once we get that, we are going to put them on a baking sheet. And we don't have to worry about putting them too far apart. They're really not going to spread. What they're going to do is get...
That's a giant one.
That's a huge one. But that's okay. I'm sure maybe your husband wants that one.
Yeah.
And they're going to puff up, almost like a puff pastry. And if you have never had a homemade cracker, you're really in for a treat. This is kind of like the difference between homemade bread and sliced white bread that you buy at the store.
And here's how they turn out. How long did you bake them?
About 8 minutes or until the edges start to brown. But you know, we're serving with soup tonight, but this is so delicious to put like on a cheese platter or to bring to a party. Like if you want to bring something kind of different and unique, really elevates, like your typical cheese platter. It's kind of fun.
I love it. Everyone, both recipes are on the website livingacreativelife.net along with a lot more ideas.